As U.S. President Donald Trump unleashes sweeping tariffs on global trade partners, an economic storm is brewing. One expert warns, the world should brace for impact.
We should be very concerned. The last time trade war on this scale has happened was in 1930s. Exactly in 1930, it was Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act, and it led to a global recession worldwide. And if this trade war escalates, we could see a slowdown of the global economy on the scale of a global financial crisis of 2014 and possibly deeper. And this is the largest threat which would affect the whole world. There might be some industries that would benefit from these tariffs in the US. However, it is well known that tariffs are not the best tool of industrial policy. It will immediately lead to an increase in consumer prices in the US. It would lead to overall slowdown of American economy. Moreover, many of those tariffs, they are imposed on parts and components, on inputs, which are used in production of American goods. So the effect on many industries, such as car manufacturing, could be the opposite. It would make goods produced in the US more expensive and therefore less competitive on international markets and less affordable in the domestic American market. While Australia can lodge a complaint to the WTO, since 2020, the WTO's appellate body is not active because the US has been blocking appointment of new judges there. And effectively, the WTO cannot resolve any conflicts. And so while we can complain, there will be no answer. Unlike Australia, China, East and Southeast Asia are major trade partners with the US, and it will be a serious blow to them. How it would be relevant for Australia is that the trade war of this scale can easily lead to global recession, and then every country in the world will be affected. A particular way how Australia could be affected is that the slowing down of manufacturing in, for instance, China will decrease their demand for Australian exports of coal and iron ore, which are our main categories of exports. And this, I'd say, the largest threat to Australian economy right now. What is important and what we do not know yet is how other countries will respond to Trump's tariffs. It is very likely that these countries will retaliate, and it will affect, of course, the US, but it could benefit or harm Australian economy. For example, the US is a major exporter of beef as well. And for example, the European Union and China, they tend to impose retaliatory tariffs on American agricultural products. So if they impose higher tariffs on American beef, then it will open new opportunities for Australian exporters in the third market. So